EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Houston Texans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A man who is both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at him, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's Tua. Now he's going to step up and run. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On play action, here's Tua. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
First and goal.
20 TX. Hey, 21 TX. Turbo 1, hard. Out.
Now Tua. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
I see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Watch it, Oscar. Ready.
Looking to pass. Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. Nick Westbrook-Akine from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Our first carry here for Joe Mixon into about the 40-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Here comes third and about a foot.
Brings up third down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. First carry for Nick Chubb. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Oh, ready? Tony. Tonight.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll try and do this himself.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
All right.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, come on. Go low left.
Tua to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. As Stroud now to throw. That's over the middle into the hands of Moore. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First down. Here we go. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
After the turnover, it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On the cleat, right? 18. Outside.
Now Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be second down.
Gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at at their 48-yard line.
Tony. You know what's coming. You know what's coming.
Stroud looking to throw. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
4th down, here's Stroud. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
21G. They're right here.
Up the middle, Achane. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
It's safe. Go ahead. 20 team. Hey, 21 team. Step. Ready.
Again, it's Achane. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
21G.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Second and 10.
Solo left. Ready.
Tua going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 33 yards. And the Dolphins continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Stroud to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Collins. And he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Nick Westbrook-Akine. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins. Into space at the 45. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Short throw underneath to Hurst. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Stroud will look to throw once more. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
On 2nd and 10, Stroud. And he comes back with one complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Nixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Looking to throw. Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Stroud out of the gun here. Throw inside, complete. That's Schultz. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Back to throw. Stroud got his man, Dell. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Christian Kirk from 10 yards out. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Texans 6. Amy Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action, now it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission.
Ready.
Tua, the final shot before half. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller, as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And able to get this out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 18.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the quick, right? 18. What's that?
Here's Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The throwing again is Stroud. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
18. What's that?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here's they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
All right.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. A run straight ahead with Achane. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Looking to pass. Tua. And right with it here over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Oscar.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This throw caught around the 6. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Tua. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that. Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. H.N. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession. And that's caught at the 25. And he'll go down behind before getting this inside the 30. Play action. Stroud now. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game without just a 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Stroud. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run in here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Rachel has it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they picked up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this one too low. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
But with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Tua going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth quarter lead. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Ochane. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36.
Let's go. All right, go ahead. Go.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal, Miami.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Akine saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Stroud to throw it. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Look the hot. 19 Texas.
Now Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Rasul Douglas picks him. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A give, running right, Achane. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards.
Go.
First down, Dolphins.
Tua sets up to pass it. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, looking for Waddle, but this is intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of 11. And the Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 23.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a short gain here down to the 22. On the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9. Stroud looking to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday. And it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's good for Dolphins. First down.
In motion, Hill.
At the 50-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Daniil Hunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And the punter bailing on now as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
This game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now he's going to step up and run. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. Give him 30 yards there. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through.
Here we go.
But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Schultz. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now a fake on a jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle. That's some good hard running there as it pushes way forward for about 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
All right. Team, wait.
Tua going to give this to Wright. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On 8 of 7. First down, Miami.
44, ready.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.